Dear source of all that is, was, and will ever be, I thank you today and each and every day for all that you do and all that you do through me. I call upon you at this time to guide me in summoning the Ascended Masters and the angels of the highest white light, most especially Archangel Michael. Please give us the courage and strength necessary for us to face all of the challenges that are before us right now. Wrap us in your mighty wings and protect us from harsh negative energies. Thank you for always being there for us. Surround us in your light of protection. Throughout our day, be at our side and guide our words and actions to come from a place of love. Please clear our energy and vibration completely of negative thoughts and beliefs, releasing fears and self-limiting beliefs. Help us to fully and completely experience love, light, and joy that is present in every moment and guide our path for our highest and greatest good. So it is, so it is, so it is. All right. So I had to take some extra time before I could get to the second part of this session. Just hold on. I actually did a part 2 and it glitched about 3/4 of the way through. And right around the same time, somehow, some way, all of my energy just kind of went like something, I don't know, something came through and it was like, no, we're gonna shut you up right here, right now. And it wasn't of the highest white light. So we're cleansing the entire house today after this video, not just my studio. We'll just say that much. With part 1, beloveds, we left off with the Ten of Fire. And I was speaking on what I read from this card was knowing when to lead and knowing when to be led. Okay, the first card to come out is community. And what I read from this was chosen community, much like our chosen family coming in for us. It may be in intervals, it may not be all at once per se, but they're coming in for us. And it's not to say that we don't already have bits and bobs of that chosen collective already here for us. We have the Most High, the source of all that is, was, and will ever be. We have our A-team. And for the most part, we do have good energy coming in or already here to support us. A guardian angel as well that came out with the Knight of Earth yesterday. Being guided to honor our commitments. And then with this Queen of Fire coming out, I got a message that this is visionary energy. So we're being guided to tap into our visionary energy and spread our wings. It is time for us to release that negative voltage of lack of confidence and no longer underestimating ourselves. And with that being said, assert our creativity. And then we had the Eight of Earth. The work that we have already done is being rewarded. Continue doing that inner work, and it will continue to be rewarded. And then, of course, back to the Ten of Fire. And this is accepting help from others. And this is where I got the download channeled in to know when to lead and to know when to be led. Okay, time to tap in back into the Angel Tarot. Here we go. 3 shuffles and 3 knocks. Here we go. I'm going to be doing things a bit differently than I did with the second video the last time. As you can see, we are recording from a different angle today. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Water, opening your eyes to the possibilities. Interestingly enough, I do believe that this card also came out at my first attempt for a part 2. So there's definitely some significance to this card. And what I read the first time was actually that some of the collective is still dealing with some level of discontentment. And we're being guided to turn our eyes away from that, not focusing on what we don't like so much, because we get what we think about most of the time, and we get what we think about most of the time. So we're being guided to turn our eyes away from what we don't like and start focusing on what we can do, what we can bring in terms of uplifting and elevating. Doing away with that negative voltage and pushing it out with the positive voltage. One more shuffle. And here we go. Oh, and that hit the floor. So you know what that means. It's coming to the door. And I'm not even going to pause it. I'm going to just let the reel roll. Let this beautiful believer footage roll. And what hit the floor is the Queen of Earth, beloveds. The Queen of Earth. Dealing with these challenges with a more kind and understanding approach. Being more thoughtful. But notice, with the Queen of Fire, we were being guided to assert our independence and creativity, and then out it comes. So instead of these queens being opposing energy in this message, they are actually getting along and they're playing well together this time. For some of you, this Queen of Earth could be someone with the energy, with a lot of earth energy coming through for you. Or this could be part of your energy being activated. So despite that inner critique, you are capable of dealing with these challenges through different modalities. So, also, where is it? Accepting help from others. So, make time for those who have been offering their time, their energy, their love. Because, again, these energies are playing well together. This isn't any like resistance. This is not an opposite, or as some of you gamers would say, ops, opponents. No. As a matter of fact, with the dreamer at the bottom of the deck, both of you, or all of you, you have it within you to also be a visionary. And interestingly enough, I referred to the Queen of Fire as a visionary because that was the energy that came with it. We all have our own innate ability to manifest, and we don't even really realize from time to time that we can get in our own way with that self-doubt and not being willing to trust the process and take that leap of faith. Okay? So we have the Eight of Fire behind that in the reverse. So this tells me that there have been some delays. Whether or not our own stinking thinking has been the cause or not, or in combination of other pathways, there has been some delays in forward movement here. For some of you, you may feel as though a lot has just been happening all at once and you're unsure of which direction to follow. There are multiple wands here, and notice that the energy, I'll turn it upright so you can see what I'm talking about. The energy is not linear. It's not flowing in a straight line. It's a bit all over the place. So you're being guided to just pick a stream, pick a wand, so to speak. Pick a modality and just be really super laser focused on that one thing for a while. Okay, lots of distractions, lots going on at once. Just instead of standing there in a state of confusion, pick a task and take that leap of faith. Ooh, and at the bottom we have the Lover's card. Yeah. Weighing your decisions more carefully. And behind that, see, we have the Ace of Air. This is the sword of truth, beloveds. This is Archangel Michael's slicer and dicer right here. Oh, yes. Seeing the truth of these situations, with these delays and so much going on all at once, we also are being guided to focus on our health first and foremost. Our health is our wealth. Repeat after me. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. Health is wealth. Because all these delays have been, I would say, formulating somewhat of a challenging new beginning. But how much of those challenges are us getting in the way of our own progress? Ooh, I just did a split. We have the Sun card coming out. Yes, clearly this is a confidence thing because it's coming out all over the place. So I'm being guided to let you know that once you get to the root of the issue with this tree of life, once you get to the root of the issue and have more confidence, the outcome is going to do a 180 for you. Okay. Oh my gosh, right behind it, the star. Oh my gosh. Happy outcomes, happy times. You are on the right path. You just have to start at the root. With both of these cards coming out together, this is mind-blowing. Wow. Yes, around the clock, day and night. Around the clock, day and night. Our A team is on their A game. For some of you, I'm hearing it's a simple thanks. Thank them. Thank them for being your A team. Thank them for being on their A game. Because they're rooting for you. They are rooting for you. They are rooting for your sunshine. They are rooting for your growth. They are rooting for your happy outcomes on the horizon. The star card also came out in my first attempt at part 2. Oh, and there was something that I saw in it, something pertaining to the stars, and for the life of me, I cannot remember what it was. Perhaps it's because I'm not supposed to. What I am seeing, though, is mushrooms right here. And mushrooms are a sign that the soil is nutrient dense. So we are, beloveds, we are, it may not seem like it because you can't see any feet, but we are standing on fertile soil. We are standing on fertile soil. The 3 of fire on the other side. Abundance. Things are looking very good. Again, more confirmation to make long-term plans. But be patient. This is not a race to the finish line here. Yeah, see, she's standing there at the shoreline with her lucky dragon. Her lucky dragon is telling her, because she's standing there with her arms crossed, like she just doesn't want to wait around, right? And her familiar, her soul tribe is telling her, just be patient. Just be patient. The storms will clear. Alright. Oops. Tell me a bit more about this Three of Fire, please. What is it that the collective can be doing at this time? What are the collective's next steps besides practicing more patience? The Four of Fire. So, for some of you, this is some inner work that you're being guided to wrap up. For others of you, this is an actual physical project that is coming to an end so that you can get started on your next big wave here. Contentment, peace, abundance, and love. And notice that the familiar is in both images. This successful completion will come through for you upon following through with that guidance. Being patient, realizing that this is not a race, it's more like a marathon. And I'm getting that in this message, these wands in the background represent each time that we listen to our intuitions and handed over the baton. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Water. You're moving away from the negative voltage and influence and moving towards a more like-minded energy here. For some of you, you are simply falling in love with whatever it is that you do. For some of you, this is an invitation. And I'm getting that it's the like-minded, the collective chosen, the chosen collective, your chosen family, chosen community. Coming through to offer you an invitation of some kind. This is an event that is going to change your life. Interestingly enough, it's like, it almost looks like octopus. I can get it to focus. It may or may not focus for me. But it's looking like you're just going to have to trust me on this one. But yeah, it looks like octopus arms. So with that, I'm getting like the Kraken is trying to hold you back. But your soul tribe has shown up in multitudes here. We have multiple dolphins, plus the one we're riding in on here. Yeah, the one that we're riding on is like they're they're just crushing it. They are breaking water. It's like being more enthusiastic about our mission. Even more of that enthusiasm is going to come through for you if you accept when and if you accept that invitation. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck we have the Ace of Fire. Advancement. New opportunities. Oh, oh, oh. And then out comes face up. Balance. Cooperation. And again, it speaks heavily on being more patient. Tell me a bit more about this event. The Two of Air. It's like this invitation is going to get you out of these feelings of being stuck. Whether you feel stuck in a place or you feel stuck in a situation. So accept that. Yeah, because right behind that is the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Water. This is our needs being met, but more importantly, not just trusting the process with that all the patience coming out, but trusting the kindred spirits. Source is saying with this 10 of Water that those invitations can actually be trusted. Yeah. So that temporary pause, the delays, aren't distractions at this point. They are necessary delays so that you can shift your focus on what is going to elevate you and uplift you instead of focusing on um, the worry and the fear and the self-doubt with all these things happening at once for you. Things are slowing down so that you can catch up, so to speak. And this is by invitation only. By invitation only. Your seeds have been well planted, but it's like once you went through the renewal and turned the soil, something came up. Something came up that it's like you didn't want to have to decide. And Source is saying, well, you can't have your cake and eat it too with that 2 of air. And you also cannot continue to go on ignoring any issues. We have the 4 of Earth, but it's in reverse, and this is telling me that you have not been making the best decisions. You haven't been putting in as much as you can. Perhaps because of that inner critique. But also with this renewal card, reevaluate. It's time to move in a different direction. With the King of Air in reverse, you haven't been speaking with confidence. Behind that, though, we have the 6 of Air in the upright. Some of you are going to be actually traveling for this event. And it is going to, following this event, all delays are going to be over with. Things will be looking up for you. This is not a time with this with this 4 of Air to be resting on your laurels. Being guided with this Knight of Fire to think things through more carefully. Plans that need to be revised with that 7 of Air. It simply was not the right time before, and this is why these delays occurred. So it's time for us to start looking at these delays more like blessings. There was more that we needed to see. There was more going on than meets the eye. The Page of Air, however, is in reverse, which means any information to come in for us now is not coming through to challenge us in a bad way. Oh, and right behind that we have the 10 of Pentacles. No, with this 10 of Earth right here, something is about to occur between you and your chosen collective community. This is generational wealth. Upon with the 5 of water, Shining more positive light on these situations is going to open up that opportunity to work together with this chosen family, this chosen community for all around fulfillment that is going to not only benefit everyone involved in the now, but for generations upon generations to come. And look, yet another visionary card came out with the moon. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and I'm hearing the angels whisper that it's in our favor. And with the wisdom to accept help from others with this Five of Earth, we are definitely, definitely being encouraged to step out. Clearing away what no longer serves, including that lack of confidence. Learn what we can from these situations and move on. And then right behind that, we have the Nine of Water, wishes coming true and concerns fading away. And for some of you, this is a new and improved love life. On the opposite side, we have the Page of Fire. News of exciting new opportunities. So at this point, the energy is kind of repeating itself. Yeah. Right behind that, we have the Two of Water. This is the soulmate card. This is the soulmate card. Relationships that continue to grow fonder, where forgiveness and resolve is easily extended, and a positive resolution to all of our issues. At the bottom and final message, we have the life experience card. And this is the Tower in the Rider-Waite Tarot, but I'm not getting bad vibes from this tower. In this image, the tower is still being built. And Source has approved. The great architect has approved. They're shining light on the areas that are still being built, and they are being blessed as we speak. So we're facing this direction and seeing all of the blossoming and the blooming and the fruition occurring over here. When, if we would just turn around, shift our point of view here, we could see our collective royal kingdom as a blueprint. And the foundation is already secured. We just have to make our moves, beloveds. Yep. This is a clearing of the way. Wow. I'm seeing that there is also a moat. Oh gosh, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. But there is water beginning from right about here where my finger is pointing, and then it comes around and down over here. So not only is Source shining the light on the blueprint, this is, just imagine that that moat is filled with our divine protection. We are divinely protected. Don't give up. Don't give up. You are on your path to self-discovery. Thank you so very much, beloveds, for tuning in. I certainly hope that these messages find you well. This concludes part 2 of Just Hold On. Trust the process. Trust your collective chosen community, chosen family. And it all will work out in the end. Happy Thursday. Stay humble and brightest blessings.